Okay, so here's a little learning moment for us. I've just received a text message from one of my students who's on one of my development programs, and he's had several of his lessons and he's flying. We've made great progress. His swing is coming on, his ball striking's improved, but most importantly, his technical knowledge has just gone through the roof, and he's absolutely playing much better than he ever hoped. And we just keep going. And then all of a sudden, he's played, I'm assuming in the last couple of days, and he's had a couple of practice sessions, and it's just not working anymore. He can't hit it. He's just sent me a message saying he's getting a lot of topped shots, a lot of heel strikes, and all in all, just not hitting it very well, not playing very well. He's got a golf day coming up. He's in a bit of a panic, so we need to look at it. And this is not an uncommon occurrence with students who are making some really big changes to their golf swing in what is really a very short period of time, 6 months, 12 months, whatever it might be. And I think what happens is slowly you start to make these changes and things improve very quickly. We can make some really big gains by changing some techniques. And then all of a sudden, you just start to think about it a lot. Lesson on lesson, thought process on thought process, practice session on practice session. It builds up on you, and before you know where you are, you're just thinking about it too much. And this is what's happened to Mark. Shout out to Mark, I'm going to send this to him. That's what's happening to him. So Mark, what I want you to really work on now is just relax a little bit, trust all the good work that you've been doing. What's happening is you're just starting to lapse into what happened before. Not your old swing, but a little bit that way. You're getting used to things, you're starting to feel a bit more comfortable, you're getting a little bit more confident, and it's just going back. So if we look at your text, for example, and it said you're getting some tops and some heel strikes, well, straight away to me, as you're then hitting golf balls, if you're topping it, you're probably swinging up on it, you're leaning back a little bit. I know you haven't got any footage you could send me, so I'm surmising a little bit, but knowing you and teaching you, this is what we saw before. So I think we're getting to the top and it's just starting to do this a little bit. We're leaning back, that's maybe moving the club outside, we're overusing the upper body, that's throwing the club away from us. There's the heel strikes, might even shank the odd one. So what I want you to do is, over the next few days, whenever you get to practice, start to be a bit more fluid with it. Don't panic too much. Don't go into technical analysis too much. Let's not break it down. Let's get the natural flow of the swing going again. So I want to show you a drill now that I use a lot, especially for people who are heel striking their tee shots or shanking their irons. The 2-ball drill, very common exercise. Set up to the outside one, swing back, hit the inside golf ball. Okay, don't do it particularly hard to begin with, just maybe come to the range, hit a few shots. I'm not going to hit this hard, I'm just going to set up, start to hit it away. Okay, now what that's going to give me, the great Ben Doyle, the golfing machine legend, he called that his clockwise racetrack. So what he's encouraging you to do is start to move the lead arm in a little bit of a clockwise motion, and the club then is traveling like a racetrack, moving back a bit more to the inside. So the club is shallowing, and I think that's what we really need to be developing, getting it coming from the inside, meeting the club with a better path to get a better result from there. So a little bit of practice with 2 golf balls. Outside golf ball is addressed, next golf ball is a few inches further in. You can see there's a bit of distance there. And then all I'm going to do is swing to the top, loop, get it on the inside. Do a little bit better than that though, if you can. And then from there, the next stage is to just do it with 1 golf ball. Place it in the heel of the club. So we're lessening the effect a little bit, and then to the top. And then hit from the inside again. So we start to create that little bit of a loop to the swing. But all the time it's relaxed. We're not thinking about the technique. In between shots, we're not getting to the top. We're not trying to think about too many things. We're just going to keep this natural loop to the swing. Nice and relaxed. Check all the other things as well. Make sure the ball position hasn't slipped out of place. Make sure it's still relevant to the club you're using. Setup's nice and square. And then relax. And let's get this drill going. Let's make it a bit more reactive rather than too technical.